All right, it is time for 5 fast questions. Tyler, you have the questions. I have the answers. Fire away, my friend.
Question number 1. What movie legitimately blew your mind?
Event Horizon.
Question number 2. You now own Disney. What is the first thing you do?
Oh, go take a private jet to every single park across the world.
Question number 3. What have you seriously had enough of?
People blaming others for their misfortunes. Get over it.
Question number 4. What song is stuck in your head?
The 5 Fast Questions theme song.
Question number 5. What's a popular movie you just can't stand?
The Godfather. I hate The Godfather. And that is your 5 fast questions. Of course, if you followed me at all from the morning show or anything else, you know that was going to be my answer to that last one. I don't get it. I tried watching The Godfather. It bores the hell out of me. I've gotten threats over that before. There you go. See, Ramirez knows what's up. It insists upon itself.
You've gotten threats over not liking The Godfather.
Oh, yeah, there's people who are like, I don't think they're going to like kill me or anything, but they like threatened to beat me up over it. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It's a movie. You don't like The Godfather?
Huh? Yeah, because I don't like The Godfather. I've gotten weird threats, man. Being in radio, I had people threatening me when I worked in Eugene because I wouldn't play the Pantera song that they wanted. I've had threats from things that I've said on the air. There was a joke that I made on the air one time. This wasn't a threat, but I made an Alzheimer's joke on the air, which obviously it can be a pretty touchy subject. And this dude called up, and he was super pissed. And he was, our phone screener answered the phone, and they're like, "Hey, Brandon, this dude wants to talk to you." So we're in commercial break. I pick up the phone, and the guy just starts unloading on me. And he's like, I think it was like, "My dad has it. You don't know how it tears a family apart. How dare you joke about it?" And I was like, whoa. I was like, easy there, pal. Like, I actually do. I have been around people with Alzheimer's, and I have had close personal friends that have had to deal with it. It's just, it tears you apart. It terrifies me. Like, getting Alzheimer's when I'm older is one of my biggest fears. But I'm going to choose to joke about it to help me deal with it rather than get angry about it. And when I was talking to this guy, I think he started to realize, oh, he's not making fun of it because it's poking fun at the people who go through it. He's poking fun at it because it's a coping mechanism, and it can be proven that just because you're turning something into a joke doesn't mean that you're trying to be offensive, and it doesn't mean that you're trying to hurt somebody's feelings. And I think that kind of converted that guy over to my way of thinking about it. Now, is he going to go joke about Alzheimer's? I don't think so. But I was at least able to kind of let him know my side of things, because that's how I'm going to choose to look at things. There's been a lot of things that I've dealt with in my life. I've suffered from depression and anxiety my entire life, or I should say my adult life, actually. And I'm going to joke about it. Because if you're not able, for at least myself, if I'm not able to joke about it and I have to take it seriously, that would eat me alive inside. So I'm going to make jokes about depression and anxiety and things like that because I suffer through it. I'm able to cope with it, and that's how I cope with it. If you get offended by it, I'm sorry, there's not much I can do about it. But anyway, so what was the first question there, Tyler?
Question number 1. What movie legitimately blew your mind?
Yeah, Event Horizon. And again, this is another one that I've talked about a lot, where a buddy and I went and saw that movie on a matinee. And when we were leaving the theater, it was bright out. We took 2 steps out of the movie theater, and we looked at each other, and we were like, what the, damn. That was a mind F. What movie legitimately blew your mind, Tyler?
So Event Horizon, that's the movie that's the prequel to the Warhammer universe. You know that, right?
Is it really?
No, not really.
Oh, God. See, don't mess with me. Dude, you could have had me. You could have had me right there, dude. You totally could have had me. Oh, Ramirez, thank you for the donation. We're now 50% there. We're looking for $20 a day here when we're streaming so that we can buy new equipment, new gear. We need new cameras. microphones, things like that. So we're looking to get this stuff. So if you guys just $1, you don't have to do $10 like Ramirez did. Like $1, $2, $3, it doesn't matter. And you guys can help us donate or help donate to us. We can essentially put on a better show for you at some point, because the goal here is to make this so that it's a regular everyday thing for me for my job, so that we can make this the best show possible. I do enjoy all the other stuff that I do, and I don't think I'd ever really quit doing that. But if we could turn this into something bigger, that'd be great. All right. So Tyler, do you have a movie that legitimately blew your mind?
So seeing Avatar in was it 3D or
Yeah.
IMAX? I think I can't remember which it was, but it was a pretty mind blowing experience. It was something completely new.
Yeah. I remember when I saw that one in the theater. Yeah, that was impressed. Downplays it. All right. The next one. What was the question?
Question number 2: You now own Disney. What is the first thing you do?
This is something that my family and I do frequently. We especially did this stuff when COVID first hit. Is that we would download the apps for each park, not just Disneyland and Disney World, but Disneyland Paris, which is celebrating its 30th anniversary coming up. Tokyo and all of these other parks within Shanghai, all these different Disney parks. And we would go through and look at the map, and then we would go to YouTube and we would watch the videos of those rides, kind of acting like we were in the park. It was a way to kind of keep us occupied during lockdown. And yeah, so I would easily, if I owned Disney, I would take a private jet. I would go hop around and do that. What would you do, Tyler?
I would put Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau in charge of remaking Star Wars.
That is a brilliant idea, and get rid of Kathleen Kennedy, because
Yes.
she's the one. God, ugh. She has really butchered those franchises. Hey, people are popping up over here on the old Instagram. Unfortunately, you guys can't hear Tyler because he's in my headset and it's not going to Instagram. But if you guys would like, you can come over to Twitch, or you can hang out here. Comment here. I'll wave to you. Who's here right now? Let me see. Oh, Andrea. Herbie. Hello. How are you? How are you? Let me wave. Oh, nope. Ah, son of a bitch. Whatever. How are you? It's only, what's going on here? Wave, damn it. Whatever. Comment if you'd like. What would you, the question is, you now own Disney. What is the first thing you do? Tyler said that he would essentially take Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau and let them completely take over the Star Wars franchise. And I think that's a brilliant idea, because, see, that would be like the second thing I would do. I just really want to go to all those damn parks. I would love to go check out some of that stuff. All right, Tyler, what was the next question?
Number 3: What have you seriously had enough of?
What have you seriously had enough of? People blaming other people for their problems. I'm sick and tired of it. Like, look, everybody's got it rough. Now this can be misconstrued big time. But everybody has their own issues that they're going through. Mara, thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate that. We're now 75% there. Hopefully we can reach our donation. We're collecting money here so that we can hopefully put on a better show for you guys, because this show sucks.
Jeez.
Herbie says, just got back from Disney World. Love the virtual Disney idea. Yeah, that's what we did, man. And that's how we kind of kept ourselves occupied through the whole COVID thing, is that that's how we found out about that Tron roller coaster first. The one they is it built yet? You said it came from Disney World. Let me know if it's actually done or not, because the thing looks just amazing. Ramirez says, tired of saving 15% or more on my car insurance. Yeah, there you go. Where the hell were we at here? Oh, what have you seriously effing had enough of? That's how the question, I think, was originally written. Yeah, it's just people blaming other people for their problems, and it's like, dude, at some point you kind of got to grab the bull by the horns and take care of life yourself. That's the only thing that you can do. Everybody's going to have positive and negative things that happen to them. You got to be able to roll with the negative. You got to be able to enjoy the positive. If you get stuck on either one, you're stuck. Like, you're not going anywhere. So, Tyler, what have you seriously had enough of?
COVID, man.
COVID, man. I think there's going to be a lot of people that would agree with you. Give a big old thumbs up in the chat, either in Instagram or over on the Twitch chat, if you agree with Tyler that you're just sick and tired of COVID. What was the next question?
What song is stuck in your head?
Oh yeah, it's that. It was the Five Fast Questions theme song, man. What song stuck in your head, Tyler?
Um, that The Hills Are Alive with the Sound of Music. I don't know what the
The hills are alive. I don't even know if that's how it goes or not, but whatever. Looks like Herbie says Tron was supposed to open for the 50th, but it won't be done till early next year. We're planning a Disneyland trip with my family because here in El Paso, they are they're now providing a 2-week break in October for the kids. So they're the wife and I have been trying to figure out when we'd be able to go. Because the thing that, like, when you have a kid, look, I'm not going to lie, kids ruin Disneyland. All right? Because you have to go when they're not in school. And most of these kids don't want to ride the rides. They just want to sit there and stare at the parades. And it's like, oh my God, what the hell's going on here? Like, shut up and get on the ride. So, we've been trying to figure out. We went over Thanksgiving a few years ago, and we were like, crap, never again. It's too damn busy, and it's just not fun. But with October and not every school in the country having a break in October, we're going to go then. And we're going to piggyback on Halloween Horror Nights, and we're going to get a whole bunch of people, and it's going to be a great time. Andrea, she says she agrees. Focus on yourself and figure it out. I hate people that can't drive. Oh, my God. Come to El Paso because you will meet a whole different kind of bad driver down here, man. Growing up in Portland, obviously, Andrea, you know what the Portland drivers are like. Down in Florida, you take a bunch of people who aren't from there, mixed with a bunch of people who can't read the street signs, mixed with a bunch of people who are so old they can't go above 45 miles an hour, and it's just mass chaos down in South Florida. Here in El Paso, it's a completely different kind of mass chaos. One of the things that I've mentioned on the stream before that I've run into in El Paso that I don't think I've ever run into in anywhere where I've been in this country or in this world is as you're cruising down, you'll be on a road, it's like a 45-mile-an-hour road. And as you're cruising down, you'll see somebody wanting to exit a parking lot. And you're thinking, you look in your rearview mirror, there's nobody behind you. Oh, that's not that big of a deal. So they're going to wait for me to pass them. Oh, they will not. No, they will pull out in front of you. Now, here's the kicker to this whole thing. You'll be you'll have 3 lanes going in your direction. You'll be in the middle lane. So as this person goes to pull out in front of you, they could pick the left lane, they could pick the right lane, and then it's not going to be any problem because you can zip right on past them. No, it is guaranteed. They are going to pull out, and they're going to pull out directly in front of you. Oh my God, it is. Oh. Yeah, if you don't like bad drivers, Andrea, that's El Paso is definitely not the city for you. Holy crap! All right, what was the final question there, Tyler?
Well, there was a study on Facebook going around that said that El Paso was one of the best cities to drive in.
Yeah, I don't believe that crap in any way, shape, or form. There's no way that El Paso is one of the best. All right, what was the final question?
All right.
Because we're getting long on the stream here. We gotta start moving through.
Number 5. What's a popular movie you just can't stand?
What is a popular movie you just can't stand? And anybody who has followed me from the morning show or any live stream or any podcast that I have done, it's The Godfather. I have tried on multiple occasions. And this is what's weird. I love mafia movies. I love them. Casino. I love The Sopranos. God, what was the one with Johnny Depp? God damn it. Frank, help me out here. You're good at this crap. You always remember what I'm talking about. Now I got to wait for the lag or the stream to catch up there. You know what? I'm going to look it up. I'm going to see if you're faster than Google, Frank.
Johnny Depp. It's a gangster movie? Mob movie?
Yeah. Donnie Brasco. Google beat you, Frank. Yeah, Donnie Brasco. Great movie. That's the one where he's explaining the different ways to say forget about it. Where it's like the inflection up is a question, forget about it, or like, something's cool, hey, forget about it. And he goes through that whole spiel, which it was great. Like, I love that stuff. But for some reason, The Godfather, I just can't get through it. I've had people tell me like you got to read the books first, or try starting with this one, or skip past this part. I don't know if I have that much energy. Tyler, what is a movie that you just absolutely can't stand that for some reason everybody else really enjoys?
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Calling out Snow White and the
No,
Seven
I'm
Dwarves,
just
huh?
I'm
Look
kidding.
at you,
It's
man. Look at you and Peter Dinklage. You guys
no
agreeing with each other.
the Fast and Furious movies.
I don't think you're alone there, though. But I get what you're saying because they sell a whole hell of a lot of tickets. Yeah, see, Frank says you hate Donnie Brasco. No, I love Donnie Brasco. I hate The Godfather. Come on, Frank, pay attention. Mara says I fell asleep with Watchmen. I could definitely see that if it's not your jam. Ramirez says Elf. Couldn't get into it, but then again, I don't like Will Ferrell. Well, I guess that's kind of a big caveat there. Andrea, Herbie, either you guys have any movies over in the Instagram that you just can't stand, but apparently everybody else loves? I do remember I watched Watchmen twice in one night because I had to go in to get a colon. And it's going to get a little gross here. A colonoscopy done at one time. And as I was getting ready to go in, you obviously kind of gotta, flush the system. So they give you this it's a gallon jug with this powder, and then you fill it up with water, and you just keep drinking this stuff, and it's like you're on the toilet at all times. And I was afraid that I was going to something was going to happen. Well, I was sleeping, so I didn't sleep at all that night. I literally watched Watchmen twice because I had HBO and it was on HBO, and I was getting up and back and forth so many times. And Andrew says too many, honestly. Frank says Hocus Pocus. He says it was a big thing, but he's never seen it and doesn't care about it. I never really cared about it. We did go as the costumes. I mean, we ended up watching it I ended up watching it because my kid likes it. My wife enjoys it. And that was one of those years where I was able to double up the costume for the family costume and the morning show costume because we did Hocus Pocus for both that year. I was Billy Butcherson. Slap that mask on there. I still use it to terrify my family to this day. All right.